Good morning. Oh, hello. The hardest working person on the planet. Oh shit. 32-inch. Let's see what happened. Probably because I parked right next to the door. I got a great parking spot. We have several awesome spots. There's a designated just for Tesla vehicles. I think the van pools can technically get in there too, but I'm not positive. You might get a Tesla parking violation. Oh man, yeah, I got a Tesla parking violation because I parked in an EV charger station that was non-Tesla EV only. I'm like, how can this even be a thing? Oh snap! What happened? A car was moving around. And then someone came up from behind. More people came out. Whoa. This guy got in his car. Okay. I bet the other 30 events are very similar. No need to investigate further, I guess. The big news is we have a update available. I need to find some Wi-Fi. So I wonder if I should go to a McDonald's. Or I don't know. I know there's a nice spot at Incline Village. The laundromat there has a pretty nice setup. But most like McDonald's and stuff would have pretty good internet too. But let's go for Incline Village. Yes. Let's go there. And maybe we'll be able to get a second video when I wake up. An hour and 23 minutes. Oh, that's if I take the long way. An hour and 4 minutes if I take the fast way. Why would anybody? Oh, because maybe that might be snowed out or whatever. I know we got some rain last night, so the mountains probably got snow. But word. Hey, thanks to everybody watching. I appreciate it. Oh man, my arms, my forearms, my hands. I need to get a new job. There are several other awesome jobs that I could be doing at Tesla or SpaceX. I really want to go to SpaceX. Specifically, I'd like to be a part of Starfleet Academy. Oh man, let's make Starfleet real. Alright, I better go back there and take a look at it. Make sure the camera's not too bad. This is a 2018 Model S, and it has 113,880 miles on it. Still loving it. I've had it for about 2 years. Technically, it is my wife's vehicle, but she lets me drive it. I think that's pretty good. I mean, you can zoom in. I think most phones, if you just double click on stuff, you can see the road better. But the main thing I like to demonstrate is that the car is really smart. Make sure I got power. Okay, we got power. We got a pretty good view. Let's buckle up, buckaroo. Oh, still got some chips. Just trying to start charging my headphones. I work really, really closely with the top safety corporate at Perigo in order to try to get them to allow us to listen to music at work. And they would not do that because they were terrified that they were going to be the first ones to have a death or something from a forklift accident because somebody was listening to music. Elon was like, nah, our employees can listen to music. It's cool. Just only have one ear covered. Some of the employees here are all like, what? That sucks. Why can't I have two headphones on? And I get that complaint. You know, my headphones are I have that noise canceling going on, and a lot of times I'm not even listening to anything. I just have my headphones on. Because it makes the whole place a lot quieter. So I tipped it a couple times and it said auto steer is unavailable. Currently, it believes there's a person standing right there. But I don't see anybody standing right there. Okay, that person disappeared. And now they're over there. It's picking that person up. Let's go. Can we get out of the parking lot? All these semis are blocking your view of the Tesla semi factory that's going up right over there. I would like to do anything else. I mean, I love this company, but it is definitely taking a toll on my hands, wrist, finger. Let's have it be assertive. Oh, it's already assertive. Sweet. Assertive by default. Interesting. I would not have hit the brakes that hard. Maybe slow down a little bit more appropriately. Ellie in space. I loved your Halloween costume, so I had to get the Flamin' Hot Cheetos. If you were working at a company and you worked out an agreement with the company that you would have to perform these certain tasks and complete like a set of objectives in order to get paid, and have it set up such that if you don't complete all these objectives, you basically don't get paid anything. But if you complete all these objectives, which will be like impossible, then you'll get an impossible amount of pay. Sounds like a great idea, a great incentive to bring greatness to the company. And he did it. Over the past 6 years, he's not been paid anything for his work at Tesla. All of his pay, his entire pay package that he totally earned, that we want him to have, I want him to keep being the CEO at Tesla. A Democratic judge says, no, you can't get paid that much. Well, what's a reasonable amount then, Judge? Why are you deciding what this company can decide to pay its own employees? It sounds like some serious government interference to me. how any CEO could be attacked like this in America is crazy to me. No other person on the planet has ever been denied their agreed wages from a judge. Now we voted on it twice, and we've agreed on it twice. What is the holdup? What do we have to do now to get this man his money? Because by paying him, Tesla will actually make money, because we're allowing him to buy the shares that he earned at the discounted prices of back when, the company was like $16 a share or something. And because he has 10x or 20x the company since that, those stocks are worth a lot more. So still, it's going to be a net gain for Tesla having him buy those stocks from the company. And then he has to hold on to those stocks for, I think, 5 years. Oh, we gotta stop at this red light? This is very assertive. Damn, you came up on this hard, yo. Alright, we got to race this guy. We got to. Alright, let's focus. Go. Get up there. Wanna go? Alright, let's go back to not being that assertive. Yeah, my little bit of fun. It is a fun car. Burkhauser. Well, what did you want to drive it sometimes instead of being driven around? Yeah, you gotta do that sometimes. Especially on the on ramps. Whoop, whoop. I even let him go first. I got a friend at work who's got a BMW, and we want to race sometime on that on-ramp right there. He thinks his car's pretty quick. And I'm like, I'll let you have the inside, but I'll probably be through the intersection before you even start to go. Because you put the accelerator down, you got to spray the gas that makes the explosion. That turns this thing, it turns the other thing, it turns some other thing, and then finally turns your wheels, and you go. Whereas this is electric motor, wheels turn, now! So sure, his net worth will definitely increase by a lot if he's finally ever granted his payment for his last 6 years of work. I mean, imagine working any place for 6 years and not getting paid anything. Or imagine working for 6 years, imagining you're going to get paid a tremendous amount of money for your tremendous amount of work, and then having somebody else be like, nah, sorry. We didn't expect you to actually do it, so you can't have that. It's just, yeah. What the fuck? How? Why? How could anyone stand for this injustice? This is what you're going to get with Kamala. What the hell? I think I was looking. Apparently, the acceleration was too much for my phone. My bad. we're back to going maybe a little bit over the speed limit. But we're supposed to be by Incline Village at 8:48. Let's find out if we can get back home too. Add a stop. Yep. But we don't want to do that stop now. We want to do that later. Come on. Can we get up the mountain and back to work? Yes. Yes, we can. We'll get back to work with 26% battery life. Not the greatest. We do have a supercharger at Incline Village. Oh my goodness, how am I going to put this back? If I come out of the seat too much, the car will probably freak out. I just kind of sit there. Oh man, phone's upside down too this whole time. See how that works. This is gonna be the worst video ever. Trying to get it back up there without touching the screen at all. Alright. Hopefully that's not too bad. Kamala wants to put this man in jail for allowing you to have free speech, actual free speech, on his social media platform. And exposing the truth that the government is violating everyone's free speech by censoring misinformation, which is basically the alternative spin. One person's garbage is another person's treasure. More than one thing can be true. There can be several facts that are true about everything. Focus on the negative, that's what you're going to see. Ah, shit. I think I figured out what's going on. When the car does this little brake check thing, causes my little inverter to pull too hard, going through the canyons, missing the best part of the trip right now. Jesus Christ! What a mess. Maggie. See that? Less clouds. That's nice. So if I wanted to take this alternative road, it is shorter. But it's 3 minutes slower. Let's do it. Got to get aggressive on this lane change. We're gonna make it. I'm supposed to exit that? Sticking with a faster way, I guess. That was weird. Filet and eggs special breakfast for $8.99. Sounds like a pretty great deal. Street, the P75D 2018 Model S has about 518 horsepower, depending on what variations may have been installed during the week or months that it was manufactured. Because Tesla iterates so quickly. We have a new design that's awesome. We implement it now. We don't wait until next year. That's just a major plan change, which we have done a major plan change at work in the last 8 or 10 months that I've been there. The factory has changed a lot. Took out the new equipment, seen all the good stuff in action finally. Pretty epic. A lot of people that work there don't even have a license. They just catch the bus to work every day. Telling them about the Cyber Cab. It doesn't have a steering wheel or pedals. It's got a big TV right there. It's only got 2 doors. Kind of looks like some kind of a James Bond awesome European vehicle or something. The doors open up like I think it's butterfly wings. It's only 2 doors, hatchback. But I was telling them, like, you would just use the app or use the computer to tell the car to take you to work. And then after it took you to work, you could tell the car, go to work. AKA, go out in Reno or wherever around Sparks and pick up strangers and take them to their destinations for money. The car will pay for itself. This is the biggest no-brainer ever. Like, you should probably buy 10 of those cars. They might be coming out late next year, but we'll see. Elon time, he can be really optimistic. Which I'm really optimistic that in 4 years, we're going to have humans walking on Mars, bro. How cool is that going to be? That is, of course, if Trump gets elected, because if Kamala gets elected, our whole spacefaring dreams are pretty much put on hold. And then we can just go into survival mode, which, you know, hopefully you can grow your own groceries, because it's going to be too expensive to buy them. And hopefully, you got a really good fallout shelter built, so that way you can survive the nuclear wars that Kamala is going to start for us. Russia has already stated that if American missiles come into their property, it's going to be an act of war from NATO and America versus Russia. And they will retaliate. Why are we fighting ourselves? We should all be working together to be better. Let's work together instead of working against each other. Who is the side that actually is wanting to work together? The side that the Democrats, the Republicans, the independents, and everyone that is smart and like reading, taking in new information, not just blatantly taking MSNBC's or CBS's bullshit, whatever media outlet, or just remembering that famous line, grab her by the pussy. I kind of want to put on a t-shirt. It was hilarious then. And obviously it was just locker room talk. Guys talk shit. Women talk shit. People talk shit. He was trying to impress the people. Who knows what? You know why he said that. You can go ahead and think the worst of it. Oh. Or you can accept the fact of what it is. It was 3 guys talking, and nobody knew that the fucking microphone was on. And, whoa, you got me. You caught me doing one bad thing. Alright, great. Spoiler alert. Not everyone on the world is perfect. Like you are. Most people make mistakes in their lives. What we want to do as humans is learn from our mistakes. Now, if Orange Man Bad grabbed you by the pussy, feel free to vote for Kamala. Because maybe you want her to grab you by the pussy. I don't know. I don't understand it. How are you so offended that whatever you're clinging on to, let's use bleach to stop the virus. And and you misconstrue it to mean like he wanted to inject bleach or like drink bleach. I mean, nobody knew what the hell's going on with this virus. We're all spitballing here. To me, it's hilarious that he was just speaking his mind. So, I mean, you can argue that anything said could have been said in jest, could have been said in confidence, could have been a blatant lie. It could be the absolute truth. It could be partially the truth. There are usually several things that are all true when you analyze things. That sign is yellow, black, white. It contains numbers with letters and hieroglyphics, whatever you call it, an arrow. Look at all the snow on the mountains. Hopefully this isn't too bad. But if you just say, there's a green sign, is that lying? Is that not telling the whole truth? Is it misinformation? How about it's just some of the information? And as humans, we should all try to look for all the information that we can get. Information is key to success. Why anyone would want to stick their head in the fucking sand or hold their fingers over their ears and say, la 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 la. Do not tell me about politics. Cannot talk politics. Wambulance. I'll talk politics. I don't give a fuck. Kamala trying to act like Trump's going to take away all the women's rights to kill their babies. There's data out there. It's out there. 12,000 abortions occurred in 2023. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little less. I remember it was about 10, 12, in that ballpark. Of those abortions, about 8,000 of them were considered to be late-term abortions that were unnecessary. AKA, it was totally viable. That was going to be a child in like 2 more months. And instead of having that responsibility, the woman would rather, kill the baby. Not because she's afraid of death, because everything's going to be fine. The doctor's got this shit figured out now. It's blatantly just because of their own selfishness. I don't know. There are a lot of people out there that cannot have children, that would love to have children, that would be great parents. Consider adoption. We need more humans. We need to make it so you can afford to have babies. We need to make it so that you want to live in a world where you want to bring in more babies, to have more fun, to enjoy this life. So yeah, 8,000 murders in 2023. Depending on how you look at it. Or it was their right to choose. Well, let's talk about it. How old is it finally like where the baby has any rights? The baby can choose to live or die. At what point does the baby get to decide? 18 years old? 12 years old? How long do you want to be able to kill your child? 26 months? Obviously, if you're over 9, it's probably going to be outside of you. But if it's less than 9 months old, it's still a baby, and it's still inside of you, and it's still growing, and you are fucking murdering it if it's past 26 weeks, in my mind. Feel free to change my mind. We can keep abortions for, something is catastrophically wrong with this child. It is not going to be good or viable, it's not going to live, or it's going to be miserable, or, you know, I don't know. You can list all the outliers. You can't just be like, well, you had one fun night, or, you know, somebody got you with a concoction and they totally Cosby'd you, or you actually went to one of Diddy's parties and you woke up the next day and you're in an alley and you don't know how you got there. You definitely had sex with lots of people and probably unprotected, and you have no memory of it. Obviously, that's a great time to go and get Plan B, or you know, the hospital, get a rape kit. These are obvious things that, yes, I understand your right to feel violated, that if you don't want to have a child, I don't know. I'm trying to get into your thought. I'm trying to meet you halfway. I understand that is a huge issue for a lot of people. Kamala is blatantly lying. Trump is not going to make all abortions illegal. That's a tough issue. But if you look at the main facts, humans need to have more humans in order for humans to exist. I'm sorry you got chosen to be a woman. You have tremendous responsibility. But, you know, the guy that you're with, hopefully, is a good guy and wants to help you with that responsibility. Or maybe you're just so well off because you're such an awesome person that you can just go get a sperm donor or something. Look at the snow. Ooh, I wonder if the road's icy. I have my performance summer tires on still. Snow on the ground. Wonder if it equates to icy roads. Because, yeah, these tires are not great on ice. I know for a fact. They are slightly better than the tires that were on it before. They said right on them, if it's below freezing, if these tires are driven on while in below freezing temperatures, it nullifies your warranty on the tire. Like, the tire will not operate right. It is designed for good weather conditions. Oh man, sunlight's too bright. It was degrading the full self-driving. We are climbing the mountain. There goes a snow truck. But it all comes down to you have the freedom to choose, and I will accept the results of the election. If Kamala and the mainstream media are able to convince you that she's better. I hope you're right. I hope we don't end up with nuclear war and the highest gas prices ever and the highest grocery prices ever, the highest housing prices ever, the most crime, murders ever. I think, well, I know for a fact with my first wife, the lovely Lori Seitz, it took us like 7 or 8 years before we finally had a baby. You know, we, I don't think, ever had protected sex. To be fair, we didn't really have a lot of sex. She wasn't super sexually active until she wanted to get divorced. Really, kind of weird. She's like trying to be vengeful or something. I don't know. It's her big attack. Look at what you're gonna be missing. I don't get it. Whatever. Now that's what you're supposed to do. Good job. Thank you. You're supposed to pull over and let somebody more dumb go in front of you. This guy should have pulled over too. However, holy shit. The road is looking pretty icy there. I do not know. Yeah, they're pulling over too. They're gonna let me take it. Awesome. She's scared. I'm scared too. I should brake check it and see what happens. Holy shit, I don't want to be the first person. Holy shit, I'm scared. I'm scared. Alright, let's catch up to that person. No. Oh no. Oh no. Icy mountains. Not the greatest tires. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets for me right now. We're about to catch up to that Model Y. And then there'll be the slow vehicle. Which is totally okay, Model Y. Do not pull out. You can slow down. You do not have to impress us. Please drive safely. So I will follow you hopefully safely. Wonder if I can increase my... I'm gonna put it in chill. Autopilot, chill out, yeah. And minimal lane changes. Sure. Increase following distance. What are you doing? Chill. That's interesting. Saying full self-driving may be degraded. We are literally driving in snow right now. My all-wheel drive will get us going. Holy shit, don't slow out. Why are you slowing out? Alright, I'm supposed to. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. What else? I'm with you, bro. You got this. Oh yeah, I give it gas and we just slide. This is icy. That was bad news there. This is ice. I'm driving on ice. I'm gonna slow this mug down. Alright, maybe we can do 30. recording. Taking this at exactly 20. I have to admit, this may have been a bad idea. Truck pulling out. The car is driving on the yellow line because it can't see the yellow line. The ski shop is open, yo. It takes about 2 decades before a human is contributing really to the population. I mean, some really good humans can start being contributors in maybe 1.5 decades, but generally, it's a solid 2 decades. So if you're not producing enough humans to keep up with that fact, the science experiment is going on right now. We'll find out what's going to happen in Japan. I think Japan's birth rate is probably the worst, but America's birth rate has been declining a lot. I just wonder what the full self-driving would do in a situation where it was trying to turn and it could not turn. I mean, I imagine it would be just about like me not being able to turn and just crashing into something. I am throwing snow. I think it'd be cool as hell to be out there exploring the solar system, just cruising around on a starship. As long as we have enough propulsion to manage 1 G-force of constant acceleration. The design of the rocket ship. I don't see anybody. Chairlifts are not moving. Nobody's coming down the mountain yet. This road is completely covered in snow. Yeah, I don't even know what would be we do on a generational starship. So one of those starships that we sent up could hold about, in theory, maybe 100 people, depending on how you configure it. So if we set up like 100, or maybe even 1,000 of those starships in a huge cluster, we could just launch it out towards a different solar system completely. And be sending literally everything that we need, like Noah's Ark, taking it all with us. Have our plants being grown, have our waste being taken care of properly, have our animals being cared for. Obviously, we'll still have our daily lives of, you know, watching YouTube videos or something, sending stuff back home. But, I mean, we'd have to have farmers and sanitation workers, and we'll need all those types of jobs and stuff on the starship that's on the generational starship cluster. Other than that, we'll just be hanging out in space for a long ass time. Like, didn't they think it might be like 100 years or something to get to a different solar system, or maybe even 1,000 years? So you could be thinking almost 10 generations you'll be raising kids on this generational starship to do your job duties, basically, when you die. So, like, 10 generations of people living in confined quarters, I guess. They should, if they design it correctly in this generational starship, have huge areas where people can relax at, to not feel so confined. Maybe that's not for you, I don't know, but it kind of sounds pretty cool. Make Starfleet real. And, like, are we bringing any weapons with us in case we discover aliens? That's a great question to ask Elon Musk. Do you think we should have weapons on the starship? Way too close to that guardrail, in my opinion. I definitely just wonder, what would the car do? Would it accelerate out of a slide? Or would it just try to brake and brake and brake and brake and brake until we crash? Would the car figure out that braking is not working? Try accelerating to the direction that you'd like to go instead of braking to slow down from going to the direction that you are going. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Shout out to Suze. If anybody knows Suze, send her the video and the timestamp. You know what I mean? I don't think she ever got to meet any of my last two relationships. It's probably good that she didn't meet that one lady. Although, it is kind of weird, but I should acknowledge Kelly Walters. I do wonder what she's up to. Hopefully all of her animals are okay. I wonder who she's voting for. No parking for the next 4 miles. No parking here because it's an avalanche area. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Looking out. The clouds look awesome. Mount Rose Summit, we made it. There's a really nice ski run looking over there. But I don't see any skiers. I do see them making the snow. Sierra Pass. That guy's coming way too fast, in my opinion. Just kind of looking straight away here. Let's see how bad it is. Taking it out of soap and go. Floored spin. We're spinning, we're spinning, we're spinning, we're spinning, we're spinning, we're spinning. Alright, now let's stop. Oh shit. Oh fucking shit. That was a bad idea, Jerry. It was dumb. I'm on the brakes at 100%. I'm on the brakes 100%. 45, 44. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. What up? Advantage. Come on, recover. Come on, baby. 28. Yes. I think, come on, full self driver. Don't do that again. Holy shit. Well, I had to know it was bad. That was a pretty good straight to practice on. Shout out to Nick if you're watching. Woo! My heart is going a million miles a minute right now. Oh my god. Hopefully that demonstrated to everybody behind me that yes, this is bad. I was standing on the brake and it was not slowing down. Oh my god, that was crazy. Yeah, we're not gonna go 50. Let's keep it to 25. Maybe 30. I mean, if anybody pulls out in front of me, I'm gonna hit them. If I had to stop within like the next 30 feet or something, I don't think I could. Let's count the pulls. We got these little pulls. As soon as I pass this one, full brakes. There's one pull I just passed by. There's two pulls I just passed by. And full brakes still. Full brakes. There's the third pull I just stopped by. And I'm still sliding. Now I got full acceleration. And we're not really going. Let's go back to 30. Yeah. If there was a deer down there by that sign, just standing in the middle of the road, just waiting, I would hit it. Brake check area ahead. Yeah, I just did a brake check, and I think we should go 25 now. Because there is absolutely no stopping. Well, it's definitely going to be a priority for me to get my winter tires back on if I'm going to be doing this shit. Or I should splurge and get the chains. Wonder if I can just go to the Tesla shop and get the chains. Wonder how hard they are to put on. Chains, all-wheel drive, snow tires required. So if I were to get into an accident right now, it would completely be my fault for not having chains or snow tires. I got the all-wheel drive, I just don't have snow tires. Chains. And if we go to Mars, we're going to be underground because the radiation on the surface level. Unless somebody can figure out how to generate a magnetosphere or a hobby magnosphere. I'm gonna slow down if I can. See if I can park over here. Go ahead. Yeah. this is the appropriate thing to do. Came to a stop. Whenever there's 4 or more vehicles behind you, you don't want to be the leader anymore. Let somebody else go for it. How's your tires? How are your tires on this? Are your tires good for this road? Okay, mine are not. I have decent acceleration, but the brakes are like, it's nothing for me. Yeah, trying to drive safe. See ya. They were just stopping to check out the snow and the scenery. I was stopping to let all those guys go behind around us. See if any of them didn't get into a car accident. Man, I'm nervous. Shaking like a leaf. And it looks like we're going into a snowstorm up there. So yeah, on Mars we're going to need all those tunnel digging things that he's been working on here. The boring company. One of his 17 different jobs. Rather just have a big city underground on Mars. Beautiful, Lake Tahoe down there. Trying to see if it's still or if it's rough waters. I've been out when the water is perfectly flat, and then I see the water kick up to like 4 or 5 foot waves. At least this section looks like it's been plowed and the salt's been put down. But the Tesla doesn't seem to care about driving in the slush. Go back to relaxation. You only got one semi big turn here. 40 miles an hour shouldn't be a problem. Take it at 30. Nervous wreck. I did it all for the views. If somebody finds this video, make sure you upload it. I gave you my full consent. I think I would actually like to have more kids. But my wifey had a hysterectomy. She was a one and doneer. And honestly, I was a one and doneer too. But I almost had one with Kelly. It did not survive the first trimester. It was not for lack of trying. All that she wants was a baby. Poor old Kelly. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, there are a lot of people out there that want kids that can't have them. And to see you have that miracle of life occur and then let it be viable for over 26 weeks. 26 weeks. Seems like a long time to figure out. Should I bring another child into this universe? What if you got the next Elon Musk in you? What else you got going on in your life that's so important that you can't be bothered to try and raise your child? But I am conflicted. I keep coming back to the... You gotta have your right to choose. I just wish you would choose faster. Like, maybe if you want to say you can go 30 weeks, 35 weeks. I would want to argue that if you make it past the first trimester, you done did it, yo. You gotta go for it. But, I mean, you can still lose them in the second and the third. Natural abortions happen. It's not easy to carry a child full term. It is a tremendous miracle, and to choose to smother that candle, that spark of life, to choose that, it's gotta be, you gotta be going through some pretty bad mental things, I guess. So everyone's gotta figure out their own shit. This road is clearly good. It must be almost to California or something, where they can afford to put salt down. Why are we turning left? Are we going to be able to turn left? Yes. You can turn left. Let's go even slower than the speed limit. That's a good idea. Overall, I'd say full self-driving nailed it this whole run here. Holy shit, that was crazy. Brake checking it, speed checking it, like flooring the car in the amount of time that it would have normally taken me to get to like 100 or something. I was barely at 50. And I was holding the accelerator down to the floor for like 10 seconds. And then trying to stop was probably like 40 seconds or a minute. Jeez, I'll have to look at the camera footage myself to see. That whole time I was sliding and turning and everything, my foot was on the brake. I finally figured I did not want to do any more of that fishtailing shit. So I let off the brake and took control of the vehicle again by, accelerating, because that is how you get out of that. And hopefully, Samantha, you have learned how to drive on the snow. Oh my God, Samantha. Be careful. I love you. Hopefully you're always wearing your seatbelt. Looking forward to seeing you for Christmas. Maybe we can go skiing on Bittersweet. And I don't know. There's gotta be some time we can get you out here. Rose Mountain. Samantha Rose Richards. It's crazy to see the green grass coming in. You're seeing such a snow mass on the top of the mountain. But it's beautiful. Remember the objective. High-speed internet. LA in space. What do you think? Would you want to be on a generational starship? Do you want to go to Mars? Do you want to go to the moon? Or do you just like watching these rockets be taken out? It was going to take me the long way, so I intervened. I mean, the other way would have been a totally viable option. It's still thinking that, hey, you said you wanted to go over there, though. Just end the trip. How's that? And then we'll set our new trip for 1 Electric Avenue. Go! You got it all here. Lake Tahoe Karate. Medical services. Beautiful red pine trees. Redwoods, I think. Maybe. Shout out to Rayleigh's. I really love Rayleigh's. Come on, internets. Give me the Wi-Fi's. Rodeo Joe Hair. Maybe I should get my beard trimmed up. I think one of the comments, somebody wanted me to take my mustache off. 15-minute parking only. That sucks. Where's like 3-day parking at? Oopsie. I bet. Electric vehicle parking only while charging. He must have snow tires. Okay, show me the internet. Marco Raggy. We made it alive. Oh. I had no question that I would live. I just didn't want to have to repair the car again. All right. gonna figure out this password. It was nice talking with you. Love you guys. Until next time. Which will probably be in about 6 hours. Bye!